Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Today is Thursday, 11th February 2021. Thank you, all of you, once again. It's glad to be here with you. For today class, we have a new topic. I'm so sorry, yesterday I completely forgot to share the video on our Telegram group. Well, something came up yesterday here at home, but I think this topic for today class, it's gonna be pretty easy for you because once again, today we're going to talk about adjectives. Well, actually, our topic is adjective, but positive, comparative, and superlative. In other words, today we're going to learn the degrees of an adjective. For the better understanding, guys, please let me share my screen. Okay, guys, this is our objective for today class. Adjective. Let me insert a table. Well, in the previous module, you learned how to recognize a noun from an adjective and obviously an adjective from a noun. For example, what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that gives us more information about a noun. That means an adjective can modify a noun. Adjective modify nouns, but when I say modify, I means give extra information. So this is actually what the adjective works. Come on, give a minute. There you go. So sorry, guys. Well, adjective modify between parentheses give extra information about nouns. For example, we can word about nouns. You know, nouns, people, animals, or objects. That is considered nouns. Let me write it here the word nouns. His adjectives. Then comparative over here. Superlative. Ah, come on, misspelling. Good. Well, let's carry on some nouns. For example, we can say the basic one, of course. We can say pencil, notebooks. We can also say cell phone, person. Let me think another one. Oh, let me see over here. Should be this one. Shoes. And why not? Let me see. Okay, another animal, a dog. Well, the first column, as you can see, they are nouns. I repeat, nouns, people, animals, or objects. These are the nouns. Remember that the nouns can be either singular, plural, and countable, uncountable nouns. Now, adjectives. This is what we need to learn for today's class. For example, for the car, we can say expensive car. Expensive is the adjective. And this adjective is giving more information about a noun. The noun is the car. So expensive, that means that that car cost a lot of money. The adjective is describing a noun. In this sentence, expensive is the adjective. Number 2. In the sentence number 2, we have the adjective long. The adjective long is give us information about more about the noun. Pencil, a long pencil. Long is the adjective. Let's continue.
En clase de inglés. ¿A tú te pica el cuello cuando hablas con cadena? ¿Ah? ¿A ti te pica?
Be is another adjective. You know, adjective describe the noun, not books, giving more information. Now, let's continue with cell phone. Let's think another adjective for this one.
No, no lo saque, déjalo ahí, está castigado. Pero un día vamos a tener un hijo y ahí van a ver.
Amazing cell phone.
Micrófono
Amazing, you know, is an adjective. This one.
No, la que es sexy.
Cierra el micrófono,
Ese es
Antonio.
mío.
Angry
el
person.
micrófono.
Let's
Cierra el
continue.
micrófono, Antonio.
Shoes. Let me think a good one for our shoes. And the last one, a dog. Okay, so we have some adjective for our nouns. Expensive car, long pencil, big notebooks, amazing cell phones, angry person, cheap shoes, happy dog. The words in green color, they are adjectives. Remember, an adjective gives information about a noun. You see? Give extra information about nouns. Well, in grammar, for the adjective, as you can see, we have more columns. I'm a little too much noise. Sorry, guys. Well, this adjective, expensive, long, big, amazing, angry, cheap, and happy, these adjectives are in positive. Give me a minute. Thank you, guys. Jesus. Well, an adjective has 3 different degrees. Degree number 1, positive. Degree number 2, comparative. And degree number 3, superlative. Adjective, I repeat, adjective have 3 different degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative. These pieces of information will be our topic for today's class. Adjectives. All right. So we're going to focus on the column number 2, comparative. It's quite important to refresh our mind about the adjective in comparative way or comparative degrees. For the comparative degrees, we're going to use some suffix or one single suffix. Suffix for comparative degrees for short adjective is er. Er is the suffix for comparative. In adjective, short adjective. For example, you see this adjective, cold. Cold is an adjective and nice is an adjective. Both words are in positive. What we need to do to switch from positive to comparative? Well, we need a suffix. You see the suffix in here? This is the suffix. Cold, colder than. Colder is the comparative. Colder, colder than. The letters ER is the comparative, is a suffix. Next adjective is nice, nicer. As you can see, guys, this verb ends in the letter E. So we need just add the letter R for the comparative. Nice, nicer than. The word than here means in Spanish que. Than means que. Cold means frío, más frío que. Nice, simpático o simpática, más simpática que. As you can see, this is for the comparative. Comparative. Cold, colder than. Nice, nicer than. These words for adjective with one single syllables. Syllables, okay? Una sola sílaba. Look. In here, we're going to compare. We're going to compare winter and summer. Winter is colder than summer. The other exercise, we're going to compare chocolate ice cream with strawberry ice cream. You see? Chocolate ice cream is nicer than strawberry ice cream. This is the rule number 1, suffix er. Now, let's focus on adjective with 2 or more syllables. Boring, 2 syllables. Expensive, 3 syllables. For these kinds of adjective, we write the word more before these adjectives. Look the word more and more. Boring, more boring than. Expensive, more expensive than. Examples. I think golf is more boring than baseball. We are comparing golf with baseball. It's more boring than baseball. Now, more expensive than. In here, we comparing restaurant and restaurant. This restaurant is more expensive than that restaurant. Rule number 3. Listen, please. Don't fall asleep. Come on, focus. Drink water, drink coffee, but don't fall asleep. Come on. I understand that this is the part that I don't like to teach. This is grammar only. Remember when we started this module, I said I don't like to teach grammar. I prefer practice. But grammar here is pretty important. We need to know how to switch this adjective from positive to comparative. This is the rule number 3. Esta es la regla 3, the rule number 3 about this adjective. So focus on the screen. Well, now we have these kinds of adjective. Those with end in the letter Y precede via consonant. Letter L is a consonant. Happy ends in the letter Y, precede via consonant. Early, happy. For these kinds of adjective, as you can see, we switch or we drop out the letter Y for this suffix. Early, earlier than. Happy, happier than. You see the suffix? Cool. Let's check it out. Some examples. He arrived at school earlier than I did. John looks happier than Davy. Let's continue. This is the last rule. As you can see, look, please. These are short adjective with one single syllable. Yes, I understand. We got to do is just add the suffix er, but this one has a different spelling. Consonant, vowel, consonant. The same here. Consonant, vowel, consonant. These kinds of verbs, we duplicate the last letter and we add the suffix er. Bigger, hotter. Big, bigger than. Hot, hotter than. Let's check it out, the example. Russia is bigger than Canada. In my country, August is hotter than January. Well, it's time to practice. This gonna be the activity number 1 for comparative. Comparative and superlative, obviously. You see the dogs. Those dogs has different size. 3 dogs with different size. We can use adjective for these dogs. I want you to look at these dogs. What adjective can we use for these dogs? I can say fast. Fast is an adjective. So we can say fast dogs. Can you share another adjective for these dogs? Please, anyone can share another adjective for these dogs. Come on, guys, I want you to tell me an adjective to describe these dogs. For example, fast. Fast is an adjective, and we can use the word fast for describe these dogs. Can you tell me another adjective? No one. Please share an adjective. Fantastic, no one. Okay, so let's continue. Activity number 1. This activity gonna be graded. It's a graded activity, so be careful. As you can see, we have 3 people. One of these I'm holding a picture. Train, bus, and airplane. Below these people, we have a chart. This chart is showing information. Let's take a look. They are 4 different columns. Each column has a different information. Column number 1, journey time. Tiempo de viaje, journey time. Number 2, cost, means costo, money. Column number 1 is a mean of transportation, train. Journey time, 2 hours. Cost, 40 euros. Bus, journey time, 5 hours and 45 minutes. Cost, 28. Plane, 1 hour and 60 minutes. Cost, 90. Now, I want you to look at the instruction. Alan is in France. he wants to travel from Paris to Lyon. He has three options. The three options means the transportation, train, bus, or plane. As you can see, we have an example. You see? What is this first activity? I want you to compare the means of transportation. It's up to you. You can compare train and bus, or plane with a train, or plane with bus. Comparative, no superlative, all right? I want you to compare journey and cost. Pretty easy. Okay? It's up to you. Train, bus, or plane. I'm going to share the document and you will have 4 minutes. Please give me a minute. I think my internet connection is pretty low. Pretty slow. I think I get a problem with this. That's the link. Please click on the link, get the file, and start working. Don't forget to send the activity to our Telegram group. Those who are working on a computer, please create, open a new document and start working. Please follow the instruction. I want you to compare the means of transportation, comparative only. In other words, I want you to look at the good adjective. Follow the example. 5 minutes. Quickly, guys, don't forget to send the task to our Telegram group. After the class, I will check those tasks. One minute, don't forget to send the task our Telegram group. I have already sent a message. Competitive, so shared all the tasks in that comment. Let's continue with the adjective. Well, guys, as you can see, we have 16 exercises. Each exercise has an adjective. The adjective is between parentheses. Let's work comparative. Remember, according, the adjective, short adjective, long adjective, or those with ends in letter Y preceded by the consonant, or those adjectives we need to duplicate the last letter. It's pretty important you have studied previously. If you have any question before starting this activity, please let me know it. Let's do it. Let's take the exercise number 1 as an example. I want you to look at the adjective number 1. Tall. We use the comparative form. I am taller than my sister. Period. So let's move on to the number 2. Please, I need a volunteer to start the activity. Click on the button yes. Please click on the button yes to start the activity. I need some volunteers to practice these exercises. Thank you, Mr. Guardajuel. Complete exercise 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay. Sarah is busier than Mary. Number 3. The sun is hotter than the earth.
You see? Okay, so let's continue. Exercises number 4 and 5, please. A new volunteer. Thank you, maybe. 4 and 5, please.
The ear is larger than the moon.
Hmm?
Elephants are bigger than horses.
Right, very good. 6 and 7, please. A new one. Thank you, Mr. Pedro. 6 and 7.
Action movies are more exciting than comedies.
Mhm.
7. This restaurant is better than that restaurant.
Mhm. Thank you. That's correct. A new one, please. A new volunteer for the exercises number 8 and 9. 8 and 9, please. Thank you, Ms. Leon. 8 and 9.
Salad is hamburger.
I
Mhm.
think weekend is nicer than weekdays.
Yes, that's it. It's pretty easy, right? As I said at the beginning of the class, today's topic is going to be pretty easy. It's just about adjective. Well, let's continue. Number 10 and 11, please. Another volunteer. Number 10 and 11, please. Another one.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, sir. Please go on. Number 10 and 11.
Lions are dangerous than rabbits. The sun is farther than the moon.
Okay. In the number 10, something missed, right? You missed out something. Remember, for long adjectives like dangerous, lions are more, okay? Lions are more dangerous than rabbits. Please, another volunteer, number 12 and 13. Please, 12 and 13.
That hotel back there, this hotel.
Mhm. Next one.
That's are facts, basically.
Thank you, Ms. Carpio. Well, in the number 12, the word bad or the adjective bad is irregular. So we cannot add the suffix er. We cannot say better, okay? Better es un adjetivo irregular. Es irregular y al ser irregular no podemos aumentarle el sufijo er. El comparativo de bad es worse, worse than, okay? Let's continue. 14 and 16. Last students, come on. Another one for 14 and 16.
Sony's comedies are better than action movies.
Last one, miss. Number 15. 2 exercises per student.
I'm more nervous than my friends.
Yes, that's it. That's correct. You see, it's not difficult. Let's continue. Give me a minute, please. Please, guys, give me 2 minutes. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I need to restart my computer. Don't go, stay here. Stay tuned. I need to restart my computer. Let's continue with this activity, guys. Well, basically, this one is pretty similar. In this activity, you have to think a good adjective suitable to compare these. I mean, for example, in the exercise, it's comparing Argentina with Colombia. A good adjective for this might be big. Argentina is bigger than Colombia. At the exercise number 2, we have cars and radius. So they are 1, 2, 3, 4 blanks. And I want you to think a good adjective for comparing cars and radio. When you get a good adjective or suitable one, work in comparative form. In the number 3, we're going to compare Thomas and his brother. And they are 1, 2, 3 blanks. And I want you to think once again another adjective to complete the exercise number 3. And so on. Up to the exercise number 16. This activity is for the class only. You don't need to send anything to our Telegram group. But remember, every time when I ask for volunteer, it's pretty important your participation. If you don't participate, well, I don't think if you're there, if you're sleeping, si usted no participa, yo no sé si está ahí, si está durmiendo, si está, dejó su computadora encendida y se fue. Well, no tengo idea. So every time I need or ask for participation, so do it. This topic is not difficult. So give me a minute. I'm going to share this file. That's the link, guys. Please click on the link and start working. You have 5 minutes. Remember, for each exercise, I want you to think a different adjectives. 2 minutes.
Engineer, esto también enviamos a Telegram.
No, miss, this is for the class only. Okay, guys, let's do it. Please volunteer for the number 2 and 3.
Hi, teacher. Cars are bigger than radios. Number 3 is Thomas is bigger than his brother.
Okay, miss, that's actually correct, Miss Estefania Quinto. That's correct, but I want you to think a different adjective. For example, you say cars are bigger than radios. That's actually correct. It's a good adjective, but big, it was already used in the exercise number 1. And they are 1, 2, 3, 4 blanks. Como usted observa, hay cuatro I don't know how to call this in Spanish, 4 blanks, hay cuatro blanks donde usted tenía que pensar un adjetivo donde usted, ubicando 4 palabras, completara estas 4 rayas de aquí. Si usted pone cars, are, completa una, bigger, 2, then, okay, that's correct. You can say cars are more expensive
than radios.
Exactly, that's it. But the structure was correct. La estructura estuvo bien, okay? No problem. Okay, thank you, Miss Estefania Quinto. So let's continue with another students. Mr.
No, yo no dije eso. Yo recién voy a decir la 4 y la 5.
I'm sorry. Okay, please do it. Number 4 and 5, Miss Quinto.
Okay. Winter is colder than summer.
And number 5?
Weekends are better than weekdays.
All right, it works for me. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Castro Jordan, please. Number 6 and 7.
This book is more interesting than book.
Okay, 7.
Comics are funner than action movies.
All right, that's correct. Okay, let me see another volunteer, please, for number 8 and 9.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Mina. Thank you.
The flu is worse than a cold, dogs are more dangerous than cats.
All right, works for me. Thank you. Number 10 and 11, please. Another volunteer.
Hi, mister.
Hello, Miss Adrian.
Yeah. Cake is more delicious than ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
and then sun is hotter than the moon.
Okay, makes sense. Correct. 12 and 13, please. Another volunteer. 12 and 13. Anyone, please. Twelve and 13, please.
John.
Thank you, Ms. Ronquillo.
John is busier than my turn. Question 3 is easier than question 4.
Good, thank you. Fourteen and 16.
Hi,
Hello, mister. Thank you. 14 and 16, please.
in the books are more interesting than movies. Mary is more careful than Diana.
Good. Last one. 16. Another one, please.
Earth is smaller than the sun.
But remember, Earth is smaller. Is comparative form. Smaller. Good. Let me stop here. Let's continue. Next activity about comparative. Well, in this activity, we have three different prompts. Prompts are these words, okay? These are the prompts. Summer, winter, and the adjective is hot. So that means that we're going to compare these two seasons, summer and winter, all right? Now, look the example. Summer is hotter than winter. Well, in the number two, we're going to compare two different sports, football and bowling. The adjective is exciting. So it's up to you which of those sport is exciting for you. So don't misunderstand or don't confuse with this word. Exciting means emocionante, okay? Exciting means emocionante. Football or bowling. So it's up to you. If you consider the football or the other sport is exciting, so you're going to compare. So in the number three is the same. Asia, Europe. The adjective is big. Well, it's up to you. You have to compare, look for a map and see which one is big, Europe or Asia. All right? I'm going to share this one, and you will have once again 5 minutes. That's the link, guys. Please get the link and start working. 5 minutes. 1 minute. Okay, guys, let's do it. 2 or 3, please. One volunteer. Thank you, Miss. Who is the one who was going to talk? Jesus. Well, number 2 and 3, Miss Castellanos. Thank you.
Number 2.
Mhm.
Football is more exciting than bowling.
3.
Asia is bigger than Europa.
Okay, but it's bigger, right? No by. Bigger. That's correct. Number 4 and 5, please. Miss Ali.
So,
Okay, Miss Allinson, thank you. 4 and 5.
Weekends are better than weekdays.
Good.
Number
5.
cats are smaller than lions.
Thank you. Miss Ortega, please. 6 and 7.
John is busier than Stewart. Horses are faster than cows.
Good. Miss Melanie Rivas, thank you. Number 8 and 9. Miss Ortega, number 8.
8 y 9, ¿no?
Yes.
My uncle is funner than in out. His movie is more interesting than movie.
Okay, then that movie. All right, thank you. Miss Emily S., thank you. Number 9 and 10.
The flu is worse than a cold.
11.
The sun is farther than the moon.
Okay, that's correct. Well, so the adjective far is, well, it was a bit tricky, but it was correct. Sanchez Salazar, please. 12 and 13.
I am more tired than my friend. Tigers are more dangerous than giraffes.
That's correct. More dangerous. Because dangerous has the more than 2 syllables, so it's a long adjective. All right, so let's move on to the next students. Miss Adrienne Rivas, right? Please, 14 and 16, please.
Adriana Rivas. Yeah. January is colder than August. My grandfather is older than my father.
Good, thank you. Well, guys, I think we have already finished with this part. Remember, for the next week, we need to keep on working the next part, that is superlative of the adjective. Something quite important, guys, tomorrow. For tomorrow, we're gonna have the test number 3. So prepare yourself. The test number 3. After the class, I'm going to share the link for the classes, all the classes we have been practiced with. And means the PowerPoint, the PDF. I'm going to share everything, right, from the first day of the class. But basically, for tomorrow, I want you to study question tags. Remember, the question tags. Agree and disagree, either and neither. So it's basically three different. One is missing. I don't remember. Actually, we also practice. It was on Monday, I think. We practiced about that request and permission. That's it. From question text to request and permission. Adjective, no. Adjective won't be included for tomorrow test. Right? No adjective. So please, question text. Agree and disagree. Either, neither, both, and request and permission for tomorrow, guys. We have 3 minutes, so give me a minute. I'm going to share the link for the classes. That is the link for the classes. I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? You have 2 minutes to download. Okay, guys, thank you very much for having me. Please don't forget to study for tomorrow.